Coming up next, a little bit of trivia. This one, 1990s trivia.
Oh.
Welcome to the Middle Country Public Library podcast. I'm Sal DiVincenzo here in the studio with my fabulous colleagues, Sarah Fade.
Hi.
And Nicole Rambo.
Hello.
Are you ready to do some trivia?
Yeah. What? The 90s?
The 90s.
I mean, I was only 3 when they started.
Oh, gosh.
Yes, but you should get it. You should get it, yes. I wasn't even born yet.
No, some of our newer, people that we hired here, they weren't. And I was like, ooh.
They're like, post.
They're young.
It's starting to happen, Nicole.
There was a meme on the internet where someone said, I'm sorry, this is 18 or older, you can't buy this. He's like, but I was born in 2007. And the woman just like gets down in the corner and like he's like rocking back and forth. Crazy. So I thought it would be interesting to do some trivia because we haven't done that in a long time. And if you're new to the show, every now and then we do some trivia episodes. It's a lot of fun. We don't keep score because we're all friends here at the library here at the podcast.
You say that, but then you always keep score.
I know, I do.
Sarah just tells me the answer all the time.
Yeah. What's unique about this week's trivia episode is that it was completely written by AI.
Oh.
So last week, Nicole, you were talking about AI. You were, you made some remarks about the fine people over at Stanford University.
But I barely passed the SATs.
But this week we're gonna actually have the AI do it for us.
Okay.
So I started all over the place. I asked it first, can you give me some spring trivia? Because, we're doing spring now here in the studio. And, but then I thought, no, let's do something entertainment. So I did general entertainment. I'm like, no, why don't we do something very specific? So I kept going and I said 1990s and it gave me questions, the choices, the multiple choice and no answer.
Oh,
right?
no.
So I said, no, I need the answer. So it did that. And I said, okay, can you just, give me a little tidbit about the answer? And it just did a little bit. Okay. I said, you know what? I'm doing this for a podcast. I want a little more material. Can you add some more? And it did. So it followed all those in progression as I'm having this conversation.
And did you get sources for all of these?
And then Nicole hears me talking to myself about all this. And she says, you better get sources. So then I asked, she's like, what kind of librarian are you? She really did say that. So I asked the AI to add sources too. So there are sources. And full disclosure, this is Grok 3. This is the latest release of Grok, which is by XAI, which is by X, which is by former Twitter and Elon Musk and whatnot. And,
I just don't like that name.
And again, full disclosure.
Well, I think it's a football player, Gronk.
Yeah, that's
I just
Gronk.
think- I think of like a caveman. Gronk.
And then also disclosure is that I do pay for the service, which means that I get extra time with.
You get extra smartness
with the AI. No, I just get extra time with it, so I can. All right. So I'm gonna move around here, and we're gonna see. I also asked it. At the very end, I said, add some ridiculous, silly questions that are true but ridiculous. Okay. And here was one of the silly questions.
Nice. Okay.
Which 1995 B-movie gem starred a pre-X-Files David Duchovny as a trucker fighting aliens? Was it Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, The Adventures of Ford Fairlane, or Space Truckers?
Well, I only know 2 of them.
I've actually, Killer Clowns I've heard of.
I was going to say, I've heard of them.
And Adventures of Ford Fairlane I've heard of.
Yeah, but I'm going to go with truckers versus what?
Space Truckers.
Space Truckers.
This number, letter D, yeah. A little bit about you.
Okay, for D.
You're right. You're both right, yes. So Space Truckers is from 1996. It is gloriously bonkers, according to the AI. He plays a mullet-sporting space hauler dodging killer robots. Directed by Stuart Gordon, this $25 million flop has Dennis Hopper.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And a young Stephen Dorff hauling square pigs across the galaxy.
Oh, that's fun.
Square pigs?
I don't know what square pigs mean. It must be something silly.
Okay, look it up now.
Source, IMDb.
Fair.
Okay.
That's
All right.
acceptable.
What 1998 novelty food item marketed as quote, the snack that bites back. The snack that bites back was pulled after kids choked on its absurdly spicy dust. Is it flaming hot Cheetos, screaming Szechuan Twizzlers? That sounds good. I think I want that. Raisin Cajun Pop Rocks, or Atomic Fireball Jawbreakers. That is just a mouthful, all four of them. So 1998.
I think Flaming Hot Cheetos are still around.
Novelty food item.
Jawbreakers?
The snack that bites back.
What's
the
not
tagline?
the Twizzler one?
Raging Cajun Pop Rocks and Atomic Fireball Jawbreakers.
I'll do Raging Cajun Pop Rocks. That
Raging
sounds
Cajun.
disgusting.
I'll do the Atomic Fireball.
Okay, so Sarah got this right. It is the Raging Cajun Pop Rocks, 1998.
I feel like I remember that tagline, but I didn't know it went to that.
Yeah.
So in 1998, some mad scientist at Zeta Especial thought, let's make Pop Rocks, but Cajun spice. Enter Raging Cajun Pop Rocks, a fizzing, tongue-searing nightmare
Gross.
sold as the snack that bites back. Kids popped them, choked on the spicy dust cloud, and parents lost their mind.
Yeah.
By the way, I also asked the AI to have like a fun personality, so that's why these are in that way. Yes. So the source, here's what it put for the source: sketchy '90s FDA notes.
Interesting.
Okay. What internet milestone occurred on April 30th, 1993, making the World Wide Web freely accessible?
Wait, what?
Now, this is crazy.
Did
This is
AOL start setting out those?
1993.
Yeah.
It feels like it was yesterday.
1993?
1993, yes. Was it a first email sent? Was it CERN released the web to the public? Google was founded, or Amazon was launched?
Oh. CERN?
CERN for Nicole? You're looking over here?
No, I can't read that far. I'm blind. I am looking, but I can't see anything. Wait, what was the CERN one?
CERN released the web to the public.
I'll go with that one too.
Yeah, you're both right. CERN, where Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web in 1989, declared its protocols and code free for all. No patents, no fees.
Like original open source?
This unleashed the
yeah.
web's growth from a few sites to millions by decade's end. Email predates the 90s. That was 1971. Google was 1998, and Amazon was 1995.
Wow.
Okay.
And that is the source is CERN.
Oh.
All right.
All right, I trust it.
All right, let's see what else we got here. This should be pretty easy for both of you, I hope. Historical events is the subject. And in 1997, what British colony was handed back to China after 156 years of rule? Was it Singapore, Hong Kong, Macau, or Gibraltar?
I think it's Hong Kong.
Hong Kong for Sarah. Hong Kong. Yeah, it is Hong Kong. Yeah, July 1st, 1997, Hong Kong reverted Chinese sovereignty after Britain's 99-year lease.
That's crazy. Though.
Oh, yeah.
Right? A lease.
It was a lease, yeah. And that is British Historical Agreements is the source on that one. Interesting. So that was also in the 90s.
Yeah.
What dance craze tied to a 1993 reggae hit by Chakademus and Pliers swept clubs and parties?
All right.
Macarena?
Was it... Let me get the...
Sorry.
I think you're right.
Was it Macarena, Electric Slide, Twerking, or Murder, She Wrote?
Well, that's a good reggae song.
I feel like the Electric Slide is not reggae.
Is Murder, She Wrote a real reggae song?
Yeah.
Murder, She Wrote.
Na, na, na.
She wrote.
But I don't feel
Yeah.
like that has a dance to it either.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Dance to that. No, Macarena. You're right.
Macarena?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's where the AI gets silly. Because the explanation is, nope, trick question alert.
Oh.
The Macarena was actually tied to Los Del Rio's
Yeah.
1993 hit. Not Chakademus and Pliers, whose Murder, She Wrote had its own vibe.
But they didn't have a dance.
The Spanish duo's Macarena, Bayside Boys Mix, blew up in 1996 with its infectious beat and arm-flailing dance dominating weddings, school dances, and even the 1996 DNC. And it was true that Bill Clinton actually did the Macarena during that. Yes, so again, I asked AI to be fun.
Yeah.
And
And a liar.
I feel like we knew. We were getting there.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we said as much. You're like, well, that's a real song.
Yeah.
That's more reggae,
Yeah.
but that's not a dance.
All right, okay. You might get this. I don't know about you, Nicole.
Oh.
Just because
No
there's
pressure.
a little more geek on this side of the table over there.
What?
What collectible card game launched in 1993, also 93, spurred a global craze and later a video game empire? Was it Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, or Digimon?
Video game. That's the thing that's throwing me out. Yu-Gi-Oh.
Pokemon.
Okay, no, it's Magic the Gathering.
They had a video
They don't
game?
have video games.
Well, this is what it says.
I
Magic
wouldn't say, okay, they might have had a video game, but I wouldn't say call it a craze.
Yeah, not like Pokemon. That's huge.
And Yu-Gi-Oh.
It says Magic the Gathering created by Richard Garfield.
Yeah, I
we
believe
know.
in Magic.
Yeah,
I know.
okay.
Yeah,
It sold out instantly. And then it says
We know.
Magic's depth birthed a digital legacy, including Magic the Gathering Arena. It was the 90s Nerd King. Yeah.
I don't.
Okay,
I think that's
Gronk.
subjective.
Grok.
All right.
I don't.
Again.
Yeah, I wouldn't
full
say video
disclosure,
game.
Where's
like
that?
I
Where's
said,
that source from?
Yeah. Yeah, Grok.
Gaming History Archive.
I think that's subjective. They all have video games.
And
Okay.
they're all more popular than
Yeah.
Magic.
Yes, but the question is,
The video game.
the question was, what collectible card game
Yeah.
Yes.
launched in 1993?
Oh, so the other ones weren't launched in 1993.
No.
all right, fair.
Pokemon,
Okay.
Pokemon 96, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay.
99.
Okay. Then you're right. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Yes.
fair
enough.
It sounds like a trick question.
All right.
No, the 1993 part.
It's-
That is.
It's Statista all over again.
It's not subjective. That is fact. I'm correcting myself. That is.
If you-
I was wrong.
If you're a regular listener,
I was wrong.
or if you've watched our
Statista's not
show
right.
for
We know
long
that.
enough, you know the Statista hate that this team. Which 1990s fashion trend was popularized by grunge bands like Nirvana and involved layering?
Well,
Was it neon leg warmers,
No.
flannel shirts, platform sneakers, or bucket hats?
Flannels.
Yeah, it's got to be flannel, right? Because what else are you going to layer with that? Flannels exploded in the early 90s thanks to Seattle's grunge scene. Nirvana's Kurt Cobain rocked them on MTV Unplugged in 1993, pairing them with ripped jeans and a whatever vibe, rejecting 80s glam excess. Source, according to Grok, 1990s pop culture studies. Not an actual study, but 1990s
Studies.
pop culture studies.
interesting.
Which tech company went public in 1995, sparking the dot-com boom with its web browser? Is it Microsoft, Netscape, Yahoo, or Amazon?
Ooh, Netscape.
90s.
Was Amazon a browser?
No. Yahoo. Yahoo is a browser.
Yeah. What about Netscape? Remember Netscape?
What? Yeah, I remember Netscape. I didn't like Netscape. What year again?
95.
Apparently the years count.
Yeah.
I'll go with Yahoo.
I'll go with Netscape.
Netscape is correct.
Hey.
Yeah, Netscape, founded by Mark Anderson, launched its Navigator browser in 1994, dominating early web surfing. Its IPO in 95 was a rocket. Shares jumped from $28 to $75 in a day, valuing the unprofitable firm to $2.9 billion.
Yeah. Where do they now? Where did they go?
They're gone?
Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah.
Did they get like bought by someone?
I think they did get bought out by somebody. Yeah, so, all right. Historical events is the subject. What space telescope launched in 1990
Hubble.
Sputnik.
revolutionized astronomy despite initial blurry images? That probably gives it away. So what was initially blurry and it was like a big deal, it was kind of like a little black eye for them. And then they sent the shuttle up to fix it.
Oh.
I'm going to tell you, Hubble,
Yeah.
Chandra, Spitzer, or James Webb?
I believe it's Hubble.
Hubble's the only
Hubble,
one.
yeah.
Okay. That's the only word I've ever heard in reference.
April 24th, 1990, aboard the shuttle Discovery, the Hubble Space Telescope was a $1.5 billion dream to peer into the cosmos. Disaster struck. Its mirror had a flaw, a 2-micron error, tiny, rendering initial images blurry. So they fixed it on another shuttle mission.
Did Jim ever talk about this? I wonder if his,
I don't know if he did.
Hubble.
So this is the source is NASA, and of course James Webb is the most recent telescope in that group. That's the 2021. So that's good. Oh, sports.
Oh, yes.
You're good at sports, right? Which tennis player won? This is easy. Which tennis player won the 1999 U.S. Women's title at age 17, her first Grand Slam? Obviously, she has multiple Grand Slams. Is it Venus Williams, Martina Hingis? Is that her right? Hingis? Serena Williams, or Lindsay Davenport? Well, it's probably one of two of those in the four, right?
Is it
Serena's the one that's really popular and the most successful one. But Venus was good as well. Venus wasn't.
Serena.
Serena is right. Yeah.
But Venus was good.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Sep-
Venus is, yeah.
September 11th, 1999. 17-year-old Serena Williams stormed the U.S. Open, beating world number one Martina Hingis. I hope that's right. I'm saying that. 6-3, 7-6 in New York. She won Wimbledon in 2000. And her braided beads look and victory scream made it a 90s highlight. Yeah. There you go. Source is the U.S. Tennis Association. All right, we'll do two more. How's that sound? All right. Let's see. We could do historic events, entertainment, or culture.
Culture.
Culture. All
Nicole
right.
can pick the next
Culture. What toy, originally a 1980s fad, saw a massive resurgence in the late 1990s thanks to competitive battling spin-offs? Tamagotchi, Beyblade, Yo-Yo, or Pogs?
Yo-yos?
So this was a 1980s fad
Yeah.
that became huge in the late 90s.
The yo-yo?
Pogs.
No, not Pogs. What did you say?
Yo-yo?
Yo-yos? No. It's actually Beyblades.
What the heck
Beyblade.
is that? I never heard of that.
Beyblade
I heard of them,
launched in Takara in Japan, by Takara in Japan in July 1999. Were spinning
like a manga.
tops, reborn from the 80s toy craze, now with a twist. Kids could customize them with rip cords and weights for arena battles, shouting, "Rip it up, let it rip."
You let it rip.
Yes, let it rip. All right. Yeah, so Tamagotchis. Gotchis was 96. That was the digital pet.
Yeah. I had a Tamagotchi. Did you have a Tamagotchi? Were you too old by then?
Pogs, early 90s, were the cardboard discs. Cardboard, made of cardboard,
I
like
remember
1
Pogs.
penny.
Yeah.
That they were selling for $5 each.
Yeah. You had to have the slammer. That was the big one.
Yeah.
I thought
And
they
then the
were
phone.
like,
And
they got a resurgence.
Yo-Yos had a brief 90s revival, but not a battling.
These were toys of that was my perfect time. Not that Beyblade. The other ones. I had Tamagotchi. I got in trouble at school because I was taking care of it.
I need to feed.
Yeah, I did. I was like, I need to feed him. And then the teacher was like, well, can you just leave him with your mom? I'm like, my mom works. You can't say you're a Tamagotchi.
All right.
Very cool.
Well, there you go. There was AI-generated trivia for you here at the show. We are just weeks away from the whole show being AI, where we'll be sitting at our chairs at our desks just typing what we want to say. It's happening. So anyway, thank you for watching. If you want to listen to older episodes, read our show notes, which are also AI. Visit our website, mcplpodcast.com. If you watched on YouTube, hit the like button, hit subscribe. Mentioned it last time. 75% of you are not subscribed. That's silly. Just subscribe. We're not going to spam you. It's all good stuff. So hit the subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it. So for Sarah Fade and Nicole Rambo, I'm Sal DiVincenzo. See you on the next show.